Alexa, play Batman Begins.
Here's Batman Begins.
Alexa, turn off the lamp. Hi there, this is Mina from TechWiser.com, and as of now, I'm using the new Chromecast 3 in the office and the previous generation Fire Stick in my home. So when Amazon announced the new generation of Fire Stick with 4K and the much needed volume controls, I was kind of excited to try it out. But is it a worthy upgrade, or should you just stick with the previous generation of Fire Stick? No puns there. Well, let's find out. So right out of the bat, the new Fire Stick is significantly bigger than the previous generation, which makes sense as it now supports 4K and has a better Wi-Fi adapter. I personally prefer the black angular shape over rounded corners of Chromecast. Though one problem that you might face because of the bigger size is that if you have multiple HDMI devices, it might be hard to fit the new Fire Stick in the old TVs. Thankfully, Amazon do provide an HDMI extender, so it won't be an issue. Similarly, the new Fire TV remote has the much needed volume and power buttons. Now, if you were using the previous generation of Fire Stick, you might know the pain of juggling between the TV and the Fire Stick remote whenever you want to change the audio level or shut down the TV. Thankfully, the all-new Alexa remote has a built-in IR, so it can power on or change the volume of pretty much any TV in India. And since the new remote is powered by the Alexa voice assistant, you can do pretty cool stuff with it. For example, asking for the weather update, the sports update, or even controlling smart lights with it. For example, Alexa, weather in Mumbai.
Right now in Mumbai, Maharashtra, it's 30 degrees Celsius with dreary skies. Tonight's forecast is hazy with a low of 25 degrees.
Pakistan versus New Zealand.
New Zealand won by 4 runs. New Zealand scored 153 for 10 and 249 for 10. Pakistan scored 227 for 10 and 171 for 10.
Or if you happen to have an Alexa capable smart speaker like Echo Dot 3, then you can use it to communicate with the stick as well. But this Alexa integration shouldn't be the reason to buy Fire Stick 4K. While Amazon advertised this stick with all new Alexa voice remote, this Alexa integration should also work fine in the previous generation of Fire Stick. So on the hardware side, you get support for 4K and the much needed volume controls in the Alexa remote. But what about the software? Is it really 80% powerful than the previous generation? Well, let's put it to test. So yeah, performance has really improved in the new generation of Fire Stick. And what about screen mirroring? Well, here's the thing. In the new generation of Fire Stick 4K, there is no option to screen mirror, which is kind of weird. I mean, sure, the screen mirroring in the previous generation of Fire Stick was kind of unreliable, and I was hoping it to get better over time. But instead, Amazon has completely removed it this time. So as of now, if you want screen mirror, your only option is to go with Chromecast 3. But the reason why you should buy this Fire Stick are the advanced features like 4K, HDR and Dolby Atmos support, which is missing in the previous generation. Now for all those who are going to buy it for 4K, you need to know 3 things. A television or display that supports 4K, the movie or the TV show should be available on 4K or HDR, and the streaming device should also support 4K or HDR. Not to forget, you will also need 10 to 15 Mbps internet connection to stream 4K. Thankfully, if your television is placed far from your router, then you can always connect the good old Ethernet adapter with your streaming device. But in general, I believe most users in India don't have a 4K display, and it's not just about that. Not much of our content on Amazon Prime and Netflix is available in 4K. That said, I do appreciate Amazon's move of introducing 4K in a budget Fire Stick. Do keep in mind, at this price range, this is the only device that offers 4K. Just make sure to go to settings and change the HDR settings from always on to adaptive, because if you don't have an HDR ready TV, then the colors might be blown out. So that was about the hardware and performance. Things remain pretty much the same on the software side. You can still use the usual apps like Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime and of course Kodi. YouTube still sucks on Fire Stick. Due to the rivalry between Google and Amazon, you still don't get a YouTube app on Fire TV 4K. Though you can still use the Silk browser or Firefox to open YouTube Web View, and it will give you the YouTube TV interface like you get with all the other streaming devices except Chromecast. the new Faststick 4K also supports OTG. Just letting it out there. So finally, which one should you buy? Well, the new Faststick 4K is definitely faster than the previous one and has advanced features like Dolby Atmos, HDR and 4K and the much needed volume controls in the Alexa remote. That said, the YouTube experience is still the same and there is no screen mirroring. Now here's the thing, if you have a 4K display, then getting the new Faststick 4K is a no-brainer. It's the only device in India that supports 4K at this price range and the Alexa remote with the voice control only makes it better. However, if you're already a previous generation Faststick owner, then I don't think it's much of a big upgrade. The only thing you're going to miss out on is the volume and the power buttons on the Alexa remote. And for all the new users who are still confused between the previous and the new generation of Faststick, well, I will recommend you go with the Faststick 4K. Here's the thing, for a small price difference, you're not just future-proofing yourself with 4K HDR and performance boost, but the remote is really good as well. So yeah, go with Faststick 4K. That being said, let me know what you guys think. Are you going to buy Faststick 4K, Faststick or even Chromecast? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. As always, it's Minal signing off. I will see you in the next one.